Today we are taking you into our pantry. I'm going to talk a little bit about the design and then we'll go into the function. In here we did Swiss coffee on the cabinetry and then stained a white oak countertop, a really dark brown stain. I decided to do butcher block countertops in here because we had a lot of marble in the kitchen, and also I wanted to carry the dark stain from the kitchen into the pantry, and I felt like it was a fun way to tie the two together but make them feel very different. We carried the unlacquered brass hardware from the kitchen into the pantry, and also the clay tile. So in our kitchen, there is a side wall where our refrigerator is, and we did the clay tile backsplash on that wall and then carried it into the pantry so that the spaces are different, but they still speak to each other. The sink is from Kohler and the faucet is from Callista, and it is the bar version of our sink in the main kitchen. One other thing I really love about the pantry design is that we incorporated a lot of light fixtures that aren't just utilitarian. So instead of doing recessed can lights overhead, we did these really beautiful fixtures, and then we did library sconces above the shelves in the food storage area, and then we did another sconce above the open shelves above the sink. One of my favorite cabinetry details that we did in the space is on either side of the oven. We had a few inches and it was too small to do drawers, so we just left these open slots for cookie sheets and cutting boards. One of my favorite drawers in the pantry is the neighborhood drawer filled with snacks. So we always have neighbors running in and out, and I just decided to designate the big bottom drawer for them. I really wanted, when doing this webisode, to make sure I wasn't hiding our food and taking it out for this video just to make it look pretty, because trust me, I really wanted to do that because that's how designers often shoot pantries. It's like, oh, they just put like dry pasta and oatmeal in a few canisters. Well, that's not how we live. So I made sure that we kept all of our food that was in the pantry and did a mix of glass canisters with bamboo lids. We did a few baskets with lids that hid some of the things that I don't like to see, like candy and popcorn bags, things like that. I hid away, but then labeled them because that helps me keep everything really organized. Let's talk about the appliances in the pantry. So we have an oven, we have a steam oven, and we have a microwave drawer. The oven is from Fisher-Paykel, and honestly, it is amazing. We use it all the time and probably almost do more of our baking in that oven because we'll have the KitchenAid set up in the pantry at all times. So the kids just go in there and make a mess, make cookies, we'll make brownies, and then I just pop them in there. And then the steam oven is awesome. I'm still learning how to use it. And then the microwave, I probably use more than I'd like to admit. From the very beginning of the kitchen design, I knew I wanted a brass hot rack, and this little space above the sink in the pantry turned out to be the very perfect moment because you stand in our kitchen and you look in and it becomes a focal point. And above it we have these shelves, and they're styled with a mix of beautiful bowls and plates and glasses. You've seen our pantry now. If you haven't watched our kitchen webisode, you should go check that out, and we have a lot more exciting projects to come.